fellow felines, this is KittyCatPWYarn here, and welcome to another speed build video. Or I should probably more call this a speed furnish, because I am just furnishing this house that my dear friend Renee built, and this is actually a collab with said Renee, and also our other dear friend SimmerErin, and both of their channels will be linked in the description, obviously, and anywhere else I can link them. But I had an idea to have one of us make Sims, one of us build the house, and one of us furnish the house. So Erin decided to make the Sims, I decided to furnish the house, and Renee built the exterior shell of the house for me. And the Sims that Erin made for this build are basically 8 broke college students, and they all went to the same college or whatever, but they're all super different personality wise, and they're actually all based on a certain color. So I'm just going to talk about the Sims a little bit. Instead of talking about the house, I'll talk a little bit about the house in a minute. But the first Sim is Abby Simmons, and she is based on the color green. And when I say based on the color, they're pretty much dressed in all of that color. So Abby Simmons is a freelance botanist, has a green thumb, is clumsy and childish. And I want to make the note, SimmerErin does have custom traits in her game. So if you hear some of these traits and you're like, wait, what? That's not a trait we have in game. That's why. And the next Sim is Candace Streeter, and she is pink, and she has a soulmate aspiration. She is a daydreamer, unforgettable, and a cleaning devil. And then we have Channing Maloney, which is based on red. He has a party animal aspiration. He's hot-headed, talkative, and a dancer. Then we have Helena Calloway, silver/gray, because some of the things in game we can't really they're not necessarily silver, but they're gray. So that was kind of and she has the pleasure aspiration, which must be a custom aspiration as well. She is perky, mixologist, and mischievous. So there's that. And then we have Beckett Walker, and he is blue, and he has the super parent aspiration. He is gloomy, insecure, and loves the outdoors. And then we have Dion Houston. He is yellow, and he has the fabulously wealthy aspiration. And he is self-absorbed, ambitious, and an art lover. And we have Jaden Espinosa. She's based around the color black. She has the public enemy aspiration. She is arrogant, evil, and a sweet talker. And then last but certainly not least, we have Clementine Fowler, and she is based around the color brown, and she has the painter extraordinaire aspiration. She is also mischievous, a natural artist, and a geek. So I was really excited to furnish this house for all the different types of personalities, and what I did, we only have 3 bedrooms in this house, so there are 3 to 2 rooms, and then 1 room has 2 in it. And I was really excited to try and figure out who to put with who. And I was debating on putting them together based on what colors would look good together or what personalities worked well together. And I did end up going by personalities because I just thought that kind of made more sense for where they would go. And so in 1 room we have the yellow Sim, which is Dion Houston. So he is an art lover, ambitious, and self-absorbed. And then we also have the silver/gray Sim, Helena Calloway, and she is perky, mischievous, and a mixologist. And I kind of figured they would get along well, just based on I don't know, she's kind of mischievous and he's party animal, and I feel like he could get more into bad things because I don't know, because she's mischievous, so she helps him, and I don't know. That was my thoughts there. And then we have the girls' room, which has Candace Streeter, the pink Sim, who is a daydreamer, cleaning devil, and unforgettable. We also have Clementine Fowler, which is the brown Sim. She's mischievous, geek, and a natural artist. And we have Abby Simmons, who is a green thumb, clumsy, and childish. So they're in the the bigger room downstairs, which isn't much bigger than the other room, but it's like a few tiles bigger. And then in the master big bedroom upstairs, we have the red sim, Channing Maloney, who is hot-headed, talkative, and a dancer. We have Beckett Water, who is the blue sim, who's gloomy, insecure, and loves the outdoors. And we have Jaden Espinosa hanging out with the boys, who is arrogant, evil, and a sweet talker, and she is based around the color black. And I don't know, I just really liked furnishing. I liked furnishing all of the rooms, but the master bedroom upstairs is the one I furnished first, and I just had kind of a storyline for that. Like, they're like kind of the, I don't know, they're like the like bad kids of the group or whatever. That was just kind of my thought process there. Also, I definitely talked through it, but right now I'm working on the living room. And I started, when I first started furnishing this, I started, like, making it look nice and whatever. But then I was like, wait, they're broke college kids, that doesn't make sense. So now they have, like, all mix-match chairs and everything. And, yeah, I don't know. I just really like how it turned out. And in the little dining space as well, you'll see me change the chairs so they don't all match. And yeah, I don't know, I think it's a really, really cool idea. And also, since Renee added a clothesline out back, I decided to put a washing machine in here because I figured it would kind of already be there. So that was my thought process on that. I'll talk over it once again, but in the kitchen, and like, I'll put them everywhere eventually, but I ended up putting a lot of the like wall decals from vampires up that have like the holes in the walls or the scratches and stuff. I put a lot of those everywhere because I figured these kids like really don't take care of their space very well. And I don't know, I just thought that was a cool thought to put in there. Like, this is a pretty nice house, but they just don't take care of it, and I feel like it could go better, if that makes any sense. And, like, I feel like a few of the things also, maybe, like, the previous owner left. So, like, I feel like the couch and, like, the little octagonal bit was definitely, like, a built-in, so they couldn't really move it. And maybe the bookshelf and, like, the coffee table was there already, so they couldn't, I mean, they just kind of took it because they're broke college kids, so they're like, oh yeah, let's just keep this in here. So now that I've talked about the house for as long as I did, which is surprising how long I actually talked about it, be proud of me. I'm proud of me. I want to talk about my girls for a minute. Renee and Erin, HipHipRenee and SimmerErin. They're both great humans. I love them both to pieces. And the way, well, I didn't meet them this way, but the way we came up with this idea was we are all in a mod/admin group chat for, I don't know the difference, don't at me. We're all in a group chat for the Sim Streamers and YouTubers Facebook group that I've talked about a few times on here before, and yeah, that's how we came up with this idea, and that's how that came about. But Erin is a great human. I've known her for a while, I believe. I think we were in some other Twitter group chats like a while ago, but we recently got connected through this other group chat. Thank you, Renee. And I've known Renee for, I don't know, probably about a year now, and she is one of my best friends. We talk pretty much every day, and I love her to bits. We talk about literally anything together, and it's amazing. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I get to meet her kind of soonish, because we live pretty close to each other, but not close enough where we can make a spur-of-the-moment trip to go see each other, unfortunately. But hopefully, like, next month, I'm hoping, I don't know, we'll see. But, yeah, so, Renee does mostly builds on her channel, which are wonderful. She's an amazing builder, obviously, like you saw the shell of this house. But Renee does also have a series going on her channel, and it is the Burstone Legacy Challenge. Yes, folks, you heard me right, the Birthstone Legacy Challenge, because Renee and I created that together. If you guys don't remember, when I first started it, I mentioned it, and Renee's videos are actually always in the link of my Birthstone Legacy videos, because, you know, we co-created it, so I want to give her credit, and if you want to check out how she's doing with hers, it's always in the link of my Birthstone videos. And once in a while, Renee also throws in some cast videos here and there, but for the most part, it's builds and Birthstone Legacy. And Erin's channel, she is more of a Create-a-Sim person, but I really love Erin's channel because whenever she does a Create-a-Sim, she always has like a specific topic that she talks about. So in her most recent video, as of the day of recording this, she made like an islandy sim and talked about Island Paradise and how she's feeling about it, which I'm not gonna spoil. Go check it out on your own. But I feel like Erin is very like upfront and honest with her audience, and I really appreciate that about people. And yeah, I don't know. I love both of them so dearly, and I'm pleased to know them. And yeah, I don't know. So this is the bedroom of like the bad kids, as I said. It's the red, blue, and black sim. And all the bedrooms, since they are kind of small when you're having 2 or 3 people in each, they're all relatively basic, though for each one I did try to include something that like builds skill or is entertaining. So in this master, they have like, I think it's a bubble blower, I think that's what they call it, like in the middle of the room. And in one of the girls' room, they have, or no, actually I think it's the room with the yellow, they have an easel. And then I think in one of the other ones they have a bookshelf, but I'm not 100% sure. I know this one does have the bubble blower, and one of them has the easel, but I'm not 100% sure about the other one. So yeah, and I tried to customize these to the best I could with the space I had, because I felt like I was very limited on space, because I didn't want to put like beds in the middle of the room, because I feel like that's just kind of odd in my opinion. I don't really know, but that was my thought process. And once again, I'm putting scratches and cracks on the walls in this room, at least, because I was like, you know, I feel like these ones especially just like don't care. But in one of the rooms there aren't like any cracks or anything, because I figured those ones like kind of take more care of their room. And yeah, so now I'm just working on like, I basically divided like everyone's space. So this one is the one that's like the party animal and whatever, and I figured he was slash is in a sorority as well. So like I put a little gnome or 2 gnomes, and I don't know, I figured those were from sorority pranks or something. I don't know. But honestly, I don't know what to talk about. Well, I will apologize that this video is probably going to be a little long, because it did take me a while to furnish this house. I don't really know why, but it took me some hard decision making, so. But I ended up figuring it out in the end, don't worry. And some of the bedrooms, I didn't really, or some of the bedroom spaces, I guess, I didn't put a lot of personality into, and the bedrooms don't have a lot in them, because I feel like they more hung out in their common areas more than anything. Like, even though they are all so introverted and so different, not introverted, but they're so different from each other, I felt like they still did have like a pretty good chemistry all together. So like the living room, I think you can have all 8 of them out there. And then this little downstairs area, right where the stairs come out, that ends up being like a nice little gaming area as well. So I put a dartboard, I put a foosball table, and I think I put a Don't Wake the Llama table as well. And like that downstairs area is just really cool. And now I'm starting to work on the like girls' room, and I think it turned out pretty cute. I really like the area for the green sim. It turns out really cute. I just load the dresser with plants and things because they have a green thumb, and I love it to pieces. Also, speaking of the house once again, if you guys do want to download it, it is on the gallery under the hashtag KittyCatPWY, or my origin ID, which is KittyCatPWYarn. So check that out. Or if you want the unfurnished version, Renee's origin ID is, I think it's just HipHipRenee, and she also has it under the hashtag HipHipRenee, so go check that out. But if you want to download the furnished version, the way I furnished it, all my builds are being marked as having CC when I don't actually have CC on them. You guys have probably heard this spiel recently because it's happening to all of my builds, and it's infuriating. Though I saw something about it marking them with CC if you use Alt to place objects, which I don't know. I use Alt to place objects all the time, but it feels like that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. But who even knows? Literally no one knows. So, I don't know. That was just my thought, and it could be, I might test it out, but who knows. And I really like the little mirror piece I did over the dresser, because there is one for each color. Well, kind of. The sim I'm working on areas now, she's brown, but there wasn't a good brown swatch on that mirror, unfortunately. So I ended up doing like a light yellow creamy color. I thought it fit still, and I really like those colors together anyway. But I just kind of saw them and I was like, oh wait, they kind of all have like a mirror per person. And I figured like these three are like the closest out of the people in the house. So, yeah, I don't know. That was just kind of my random thought there. But I really like this room. I think it might be my favorite because it's just so cluttered and everything. Also, I didn't playtest any of this, so if it's not usable, I apologize, but who knows. And also, this green sim is childish, so that's why I added, like, the toys on the bed. I mean, like, they're stuffed animals. Like, I have 2 stuffed animals still, but, like, I don't know, I thought they were cute. And, now we're on to like the pink sim, and I just want to make a note and say that I recorded the voiceover before I edited down all the footage, so that's why there are some inconsistencies with what I'm talking about and what's actually showing. But like not necessarily cleaning, well, the broom is cleaning stuff, but I put that there because she's like a clean freak or whatever. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember what it's actually called, but I put those there. And then that little teddy bear right by the standing mirror is hers, and I kind of pictured that was from like an ex of hers, and like because she has the unforgettable trait, like that's why I put it in there. I was like, oh, she like doesn't forget like her exes and stuff. I don't know. It was kind of dumb, but that's the reasoning behind that. And the bathrooms, okay, I want to get into this a little bit. The downstairs bathrooms are definitely gross compared to, well, not gross, but like they're outdated compared to the ones upstairs, or the one upstairs. And I figured that's because the previous owners updated the one upstairs and they didn't update the 2 downstairs. I know that's kind of random and dumb, and I probably should have actually like put the laundry room, well, not laundry room, but the washing machine downstairs, but I didn't, and I felt like right there was a good place for it. And I know of some places places around me at least, like trailers that just kind of have it like out in the open. So that was the thought process there. And I'm just realizing that the girls' room has less space than the room with 2 sims, which wow, I'm dumb. I furnished this kind of while like I was having mental breakdown, not gonna lie, because my state is trying to screw me over. But yeah, so I have been talking for about 20 minutes now, so I think I am going to get going right meow. But I hope you guys are having a perfect afternoon, evening, or whatever, wherever you are in your neck of the world. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to become a popper because I post new videos all the time. And I will see you all in the next video.